in an accident as quickly as possible and before they hire an attorney. Oftentimes my clients will come to me and their insurance company only a couple of days after the accident, or the opposing insurance or the adverse company has already sent them a check to settle their claim, even though they had injuries or are in my office telling me that they're still getting treatment. So the reality is that yes, you can settle your own claim. The question of whether it is a good idea, and you may want to at least consult with an attorney, just like I mentioned previously, so that the attorney can at least guide you to what avenues you should be looking at. Remember, all of these cases have different fact scenarios, and there's different laws that apply to different fact scenarios, and you may be missing out on a certain avenue of compensation that you're not aware of. So it's a good idea to at least have a consultation with an attorney. And the reality is a lot of people find that attorneys have the negotiation skills, the know-how to actually settle these claims for larger amounts than what they would be able to do by themselves.
I understand. Okay, that makes sense. Next question we had was, I caused a wreck and was injured. I've missed a lot of work. Is my insurance supposed to cover my time off work?
Okay, in this fact scenario, the person that is asking the question actually caused the accident. And generally, your own insurance policy is not going to cover your expenses if you are the one that was negligent and caused the accident. Usually in your policy, you will have your liability coverage, which actually covers other people's injuries that you caused. So if you injured another party, that covers them so that they don't come after you personally. And the other part of that is that it covers you if someone else injures you and they don't have enough insurance to cover your injuries. And that's uninsured, underinsured. Now there is something called med pay that's no-fault insurance that people should look into getting in their policy, that if they do have injuries in an accident, even if it is their fault, they still have that money set aside for them that they can use for their medical expenses.
Okay, I've never actually heard of that. That's actually interesting. Okay, and we had another question here was, my insurance company has offered me a settlement for a car accident. I'm happy with the amount they offered, but my friends tell me I need to hire an attorney. If I'm satisfied with my settlement, why should I hire an attorney if I'm going to have to pay out a contingency fee to that attorney?
That's a great question, and the reality is that you don't need to hire an attorney. You can settle your claim if you feel comfortable and confident that the insurance company is giving you a fair amount. What you have to ask yourself is, why not at least consult with an attorney? Because most personal injury attorneys will give you a free consultation. And if you let them know, where you're at, the status of your case, and what the insurance company is offering, they may be able to give you an idea of whether they feel like the insurance company is being fair. If they feel like they are not being fair, or that that there is other avenues that you haven't considered for compensation, it may be beneficial to you to at least pick up the phone. So I always encourage people not to be afraid of an attorney, and just at least call them up and see what their options are. Many times I'm able to let clients know that they have other avenues for compensation, help them look at their case a little bit differently, and they're greatly benefited by that.
So would part of that be able to, for example, and I don't know if you're allowed to do this, but can you tell people, okay, well, in similar cases to like this is kind of the typical settlement, that sort of thing?
Absolutely. Most attorneys are going to know regarding how much damages there were, how much injuries there were, what a typical case like that would settle for. Now, attorneys, though, are typically pretty careful about giving exact figures or even tight ranges, because there's a certain amount of unpredictability there with the case. There's no magic book that says this injury and this insurance equals this settlement, but any experienced attorney is going to be able to tell them that given what they've heard, this sounds like a decent offer, or this sounds like they may be lowballing you on this case, and we may want to look at these other avenues for compensation. There may be other insurance available out there. So there's just a number of issues, and like I said, it's a free consultation, so you have nothing to lose by picking up the phone.
Okay, makes sense. Well, for those of you who posted your questions, hopefully these did answer your questions fully. If you have more, just let us know. Again, for those people just watching the video, if you want to reach out to John, feel free. Also, you can just post your questions below to the YouTube video, and he will get back to you as he has time, but hopefully within 48 hours. Hopefully he'll be able to get back to you. With that said, John, I want to thank you for your time, and thanks again.
Thank you, Ryan. I'll be happy to answer any questions that are posted. Hello, this is John Kelly. I'm an attorney at the Kelly Law Team. This year we've decided to give out a scholarship, actually 2 scholarships to a couple of individuals who are affected by